Hello again, it's Derek at High Five Resale Shop. Today is Wednesday the 12th. Yesterday was Veterans Day, and I guess a bunch of people wanted to order stuff on Veterans Day, so thank you to all those people who did that. Thank you to veterans everywhere. And then we did a video just a couple of days ago, but we sold 15 things over the course of the 2 days because I didn't have to ship anything yesterday. So I wanted to share it because there's some different stuff today than normal. There is the same old stuff, but there's also some different stuff. So let's just hop right into it. The first thing is this Britney Spears sealed new best of playlist. It's got 14 tracks on it, all the ones you've heard of. $4.99 plus shipping on top. And then the next item is this brand new Ram Racing Chicago Bucktown 5K hoodie. It's new. It just came in a clear plastic bag, so I'll probably just put it in a clear plastic bag to go out. That's how they gave them out at that 5K, and that's probably, we haven't lived in Chicago for 8 years or something like that. I don't know. It's probably a 10-year-old brand new hoodie, and it sold for $7.49 plus shipping on top. It is an end and sell similar from January, February, March, April, May, and then sell similar. I still have I think 2 of them, but they're extra smalls, so it's like a dad went on the run with his kids, and I have the 2 small ones. The next item is this Kenneth Cole down jacket. It's got the like quilted like puffy area here. It's a 2XL, and it's sold for $33.74. That is cool. The next thing, I'm wondering if I brought it from the garage. Okay, here it is. The next thing is a lot of 2 new sealed. They're petcock valves or water bottle caps for Erickson air humidifier, and this is something I had because these would always break on our humidifier, and we bought extras, and then the entire unit I think blew up, so then we had these extra valves. I probably bought 10 of them at one time, so I had these 2 left over, so I sold them. Have this nice little box they can go in, and I sold them for $9.99 plus shipping on top. So that was just something that was lying around the house. I think we talked about it in the last video. Find things that are lying around your house that have value. It's not much, but it's $10 that was just sitting and eventually would go bad. The next thing is kind of, I'll just do that last because it's really big. I'll come back to that. The next item is this swimsuit. It's new with tags. I think I found it at a garage sale. It's brown, like animal print top and the solid bottom. It's from Miracle Suit Sports, spots and solid one-piece swimsuit, new size 12 large. So that sold for $22.49 plus shipping. The next item that sold was a CD called Deep Volume 1, various artists. I'm looking on the back and seeing if I see any. I don't. I think it's really indie music type of deal. And this is from 1996 and sold for $10 plus shipping on top. It says volume 1, so Marcy's Playground. I didn't see that first time. Marcy Playground. That's about the only thing I know on here, and it is Sex and Candy, which is the song they're known for. The next item is a pair of Chico's pants. They're like jeggings. So these Chico's So Slimming dark blue tapered jean pant leggings, size 3 XL. These sold for $19.99 plus shipping on top, and it said that was a repeat buyer, so that's thank you to that person for coming back and buying some more pants. The next item that sold was this audiobook called Dirty White Boys by Stephen Hunter. It's sold for $6.99. The next thing that sold was this, and then I don't know if this had any issue in it selling, but the tag says J.E. Morgan. I put J.B. Morgan. It's this waffle shirt, undershirt, long sleeve, crew neck, sold for vintage, sold for $15 plus shipping on top. Where was this made? Made in the USA. So that probably lasts another 30, 40 years. The next item we have is this We Like Bugs book. It's an ex-library book, which I put in the title, by Gladys Cooking. I love these old books because I love the art in them. I am an artist. I went to college to go be an artist. It's just that nobody uses illustrators like that really anymore in their books. So it's all computer generated type stuff, not hand drawings and stuff. But anyway, that changed right while I was going through college to be a graphic artist. So I wasn't willing to learn all the programs, and every year they had a new program, so it was kind of hard. $5.99 for the book plus shipping. And the next item is these 2 CDs, Veritas, self-titled, and a Christmas Time CD. Both of them are sealed, new, and it's 2 CDs, and they sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. The next item is another CD, Holst the Planets, Andre Previn Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. So classical music. I don't know if I've ever sat down and listened to the whole thing of the Planets. I'm sure it's pretty cool. So $5.99 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold were these NBA basketball shorts. What kind? It's a classic basketball short at the knee. It says NBA. It doesn't have any other distinction on it. And it's new with tags, and the tag says $40 retail price, and these sold for $12.50 plus shipping on top. I got them at a Marshall's for $8 in 2024. I think those socks that I had in the last video came from that same Marshall's buy. Not really good at retail arbitrage on that particular instance. The next item are these BKE buckle denim jeans. Not really fancy, but they are distressed. BKE buckle denim Stella distressed blue jeans, low rise, boot cut, size 27 long. These sold for $22.49. So that's pretty good. Pretty good take home on a pair of jeans, $22.49. You know, if you were thinking of just having a store with jeans in it, and you had jeans like this sell, and you wanted to make $200 a day, that means you have to sell 10 pairs of jeans a day, which is totally doable. And then your costs in time and effort to ship those out wouldn't be extremely bad. Shipping 10 pairs of jeans that are already folded and thrown in a bag, and that's pretty simple. So it's a pretty good model if that's the way you we're interested in going. So the last item that's sold is a larger item. Those, including this one I'm going to show you, there are 15 items, and they sold for $401. That's gross. It's all the fees and the shipping still in there. But that all sold for $401. So the last item is this item. And it is a big, huge box. Because it is a big, huge shower item. I'm trying to get as close as possible. So it's this shower riser. I think it's, let's see here. Speakman is the company. WS 3010 shower slide 10-inch riser and diverter. Polished chrome. And that's about it. So what would happen here is your shower head would be up here, and it'd probably be a rainfall one, so just the wet drippy one. And then here on here you would attach your hose, so your handheld hose, and you can raise it up and lower it wherever you saw fit. So that's what that is and stuff. So it's a pretty interesting thing for fancy people. Anyway, that sold for somebody made an offer of $40. I countered, sold for $59.99 plus shipping on top. So what is that? 60 says $25 in shipping. It should cover everything on shipping. Now it's a big box size wise, but it's really thin. So we will see what kind of shipping costs that has, and I'll probably just maybe wrap it with some more cardboard and put a label on it, send it out the door. That came from the Owl liquid air auction, so it has a cost on it of $1, because I had spent $226 there, and I had way more than 226 items that I put up. So that particular auction, it kind of blows my mind in terms of, like, I wasn't even going to go to it. My wife is very reasonable in letting me go sourcing and whatever. This was on a Saturday. I had not told her I wanted to do this at all. And then just Saturday came around. On Friday, if it was on Friday, I wouldn't have done it because they had a viewing on Friday, and I chose not to go to view anything, and I just showed up on Saturday. But I'm thankful that the Holy Spirit guided me over there, because I have done very well for my family with that auction. I don't know. Let me see if I can sort this, and if I can get, like, let me see, orders, all orders, and see if I can pull up. This year, I'm going into all the orders and sorting. Let's see if it'll pick it up out of there. It's not going to do it. But I believe that I spent $226 there. I believe I've made $5,000 from that sale easily. So that being said, it was a success. It was someplace I wasn't planning. Well, I had planned on going to it, and then at the last minute I was kind of like, I don't know if I need to go. What it always comes back to for me is I have bins and bins of clothes that I still haven't listed, and I want to list. They're from me moving to Missouri from Chicago. Backlog that I just had. I had so many storage lockers because we were selling furniture, and we sold 2 or 3 pieces of furniture a day. So we had all this places to store things. And then I made 2 trips here when we moved, and one was just like backlogs of stuff that I wanted to bring down. I could have totally just donated it, but at this point it's really coming in handy. I mean, I don't have to go sourcing all the time and leave my family. So in that way it's good. I still occasionally go out. I would say like on a monthly basis I probably spend maybe $200, maybe $300 in sourcing over the course of the month. And some months I don't source at all. So it all really depends. During the winter when it's cold, I might go to a thrift store once in a month or something like that, or a special event like an auction of some kind. I really like auctions because if you just wait it out, sometimes at the end people are ready to just leave, and they do, and then there's this stuff that nobody even is paying any attention to, and you can just get it for a song. So that was the case when I bought the entire plumbing aisle at that liquidator auction. I mean, all that stuff was valuable stuff. So if you can get your hands on Kohler parts, faucets, and stuff like that, I recommend it. Just make sure all the parts are there, and then when you take the picture of it, make sure you say it's open box, and lay all the parts out in there so they can see them and make their own judgment on whether they want to buy it or not. But I think that's going to be it. I got to package all this stuff up and get it shipped out to get it over to the post office. So that's going to be a challenge. It's about 3 o'clock, so I got about an hour to do that, hour and a half to do it. So thanks for watching. Comment below if you have any comments. I'd totally respond to it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you next time. High Five Resale Shop. Bye.